Can you hear me, guys? I was muted. Welcome everyone. How many people we have? 5 people. Probably 4. Because Legend is nodding. Maybe you can even put your voice in here if you wanted. But this is Mystic Mondays. Where I just practice card reading. I got Pendulum. No, Pendulum's right here. Dowsing Rod reading, Spirit Animal reading, Dragon Oracles, runes, rune cards, and then tarot. And this is just something I wanted to show you guys. I have my little reading spirit here. It's a fox. It's literally a fox skull. Because we're on brand here at Crown Fox. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do general readings until someone asks a specific question, or you guys don't have to ask a specific question, or I'm just going to do general readings for fun to practice. So I'm not that good. I'm not going to be like just from one card. I need to refer to the booklet sometimes. Sometimes we'll just look up stuff together. If you like my little tablecloth, it's a prayer scarf because we don't discriminate against belief systems here. We like all of them. Even though all of them don't like others. Some don't like others. Others. I do. I'm just opening all this stuff so I don't have to open boxes later. Thanks everyone for coming. Mython, Action Figure Addict, Will Call Magic, JMK. Yeah. Thanks everyone for coming. I know some people don't like this stuff, but I don't really care. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. This is just something I always wanted to do. I always wanted to have a spiritual YouTube channel. And of course, with people being all ew magic type, it's just been hard to do. Now I want to do what I want to do. And yeah, I knitted these squares a while ago to make a giant quote blanket, but I could just put like cards we're talking about on it. Pick a color. I don't know which color you guys want, but let me know. Have green or gold, or we'll just put one under little fox spirit here. It has a name, but I can't tell you that. So I'm just gonna right now do a general reading with all the cards. Like I said, just throw in some questions, depending on what you were interested in. And yeah, oh, thank you. I was literally just gonna put that up. If you guys want a personalized reading with something, with one of the pendulum, with the spirit animal reading. Spirit animal reading is the book. So you're just gonna tell me. You can either pick a random number, or you can pick an animal you've been seeing, or your favorite animal, or first animal pops to your head. Whatever. We'll use the book for that. And then the one card reading would be, you get to pick one of these 3 decks, and then $5 is the dowsing rod. I have never used a dowsing rod before for reading anything, so that'll be interesting. Okay, let's just do size order. So I'll just start with the dragon. I usually do 3 to 5 cards for a general reading, which is past, present, future, and then the 2 little cards up top above them are eventually I'll be able to do the cool fancy shuffling, but not right now. Is the camera blurry? We've been having trouble with that stuff. Oh, well, that is very strange. I literally just saw all these comments. Use your wands to click that like button. I don't know how to play blackjack. Sup, JK? Did I already say hi to you? A little table in the bottom corner says $1 pendulum, yes or no. $2 spirit animal reading. $3 one card reading. And then $5 a dowsing rod. So yeah. It doesn't have to be that exact. If you want like a more elaborate reading, I could always, I don't know, make a custom little one. Or you make a custom one. It could be like 444. Or like Woody, 222. Something like that. You don't have to do what it says there. Just like when you do it, if you do it, you don't have to, because like I said, I'm gonna do free readings on random questions that pop into my head. Or if babe, you're modding and you want to do something, you could just like, I don't know, generate random questions and I'll answer them. Or just find a list of random questions. Anyway, literally silly questions, dumb questions, I don't care. Just nothing about like, when am I gonna die? Because I don't think anyone wants to know that. Other than that, I don't really care what the question is. Just don't put like private information out, since this is live for everyone. JMK, I literally just said that I don't want to look like Miss Cleo. I don't want people to think I'm Miss Cleo or whatever the hell, because we watched a whole documentary on her. And I'm just like, oh, that's why I don't even like promote this shit. I tried to do it in college because I saw people doing card readings for like $5 in college. I was like, oh, I could do that. And I'm like, I don't know. If you want to, awesome. You're the best. If not, that's totally fine. I really don't care. This is not a money grab thing. I'm literally just practicing, and I've always wanted to do a spiritual YouTube. And I see a ton of people like doing card readings. That's crazy. $8 a minute. And she was like completely bullshit, wasn't she? I think so. I think that's how we saw something that was about her. I don't know if it was on YouTube or Netflix or whatever. Babe, if you're in the comments still, this table is too small. And you can answer, what did we watch the documentary on? I think it was Netflix. I do like, this is past, present, future. It's reversed, I think, for you guys. This is past. That looks like your future. Mine. We're going by me. So if it looks upside down to you, that doesn't mean it's a reversed card. I should figure out. I'll pick a deck. You want the dragon, cat, or runes, and I'll answer that question next. Babe, can you star HBO Max? We saw it on. Can you star the questions if you see any while I'm reading? I'll star this one. So I usually just do like the general one right here, and then like little specifics or like little just tidbits. I usually don't turn those over until thank you, until I've read all these. I'll flip the card so you guys can see it. Merlin. This is just a general reading or a warm-up reading. So Merlin, mirror, and initiation. Well, I'm not feeling this. I wasn't really focusing on the intention for this reading, so I'm just gonna redo it. But this is just how it's gonna be. I just wanted to show you an example because I was talking to you guys while I was shuffling, so next time I'll actually focus on it. But like, look how pretty that looks with little dragons everywhere. Oh, should I get my little dragons? Hold on. Still is lighter for some incense, which is currently burning right now. It's dragon's blood, by the way. I don't know why I still had this up, but I'm not doing other ones. Yes. Okay, so you want the dragon one. This is a test reading, and then I'll do another general reading, and then I'll do your question. But yeah, it's just gonna look like this. Where the hell did I put the deck? Oh, there it is. I'll try to do fancy shuffling to entertain you guys. Again, thank you for showing up, everyone. I literally have done the most random things recently. Like a podcast about cryptids, then a wrestling show, and now card reading. So for all you guys to be here again, that's crazy and awesome. And like, thank you so much. Sorry for the silence. I'm shuffling and like focusing this time. Let me move these out of the way for now. Oh. Pick green or gold to go under my fox spirit. And then also one for cards. Wisdom, Temple of the Sun again, Companions, Gifts, and Dormant Aspects. That literally looks exactly like that dragon, by the way. But, okay, so this reading was... Oh, yay! Good. This is what I originally wanted to do for a very long time, so... I mean, besides filmmaking. I also am gonna have short films out soon. I just got the okay to film some things really cool from the show. For those who watch the wrestling show, I'll be filming the backstory of one of the characters in there. I'm not gonna give too much away. I want you guys to check it out, but I'll let you know when that happens. But anyway, let's get back to this. So I thought of, I need a general reading for people in the chat and me, like all of us, that is kind of relevant to at least some of you. Some things should be relevant to some of you. Hopefully. That's what I asked it for. And now I'm looking for the first card. I'm gonna do gold for which card we're talking about. Oh. Wisdom. I don't know how. Should I get closer or no? There you go. No. I just had it. You get the point. It's a girl with a dragon. And that's interesting. So it says, the silver moon dragon brings you the energy of the moon. The moon has always cast a spell over humans with its mystery and beauty. At night, the soft light of the moon caresses our skin, imparting an irresistible sheen. Most of the great goddesses are directly linked with the energy of the moon, and many represent wisdom. The moon dragon represents the feminine aspect, biding its time and trusting in divine guidance. This beautiful dragon would like to teach you that wisdom and trust go hand in hand. In particular, the silver moon dragon will teach you respect for all existence. It will remind you that nothing exists without the right to do so. Understanding this means converting knowledge into wisdom. Each day, some of our actions are based on particular knowledge. We buy food, for example, because we know that we will be hungry at some point. We pay our bills because we know that there will be unpleasant consequences if we don't. However, sometimes we also act in wisdom without knowing what we have to do, doing so because we have trust implicitly that it is the right thing. The time has come for you to open up your wisdom. Open up to your wisdom. Trust me when I say that all wisdom lies within you. You think you know who you are, but you can discover this truth only when you open yourself to your divine wisdom. I found it interesting. It said divine, feminine, aspect. So it's kind of like, so for already what I'm seeing is that like that could be me, since it's a girl giving you guys wisdom, and it's talking about companions, and I feel like we're all friends. That's just the basic thing I got going so far. Or like, I mean, it makes sense because we're learning about not necessarily the future, but like the present circumstances, because this is really the past. So I mean, like, could be the start of this live stream, which is the past at this point, or just like things you've learned up until this point. Now we're going to do. Sorry, just like if I'm like don't know what to say properly. I haven't done this before. Oh. Temple of the Sun. This is the present card. So that was the past, the wisdom card. No, this is the present card. Which is interesting because now this is Temple of the Sun now. And right before I was talking about a moon dragon. So now we got moon and sun. Male and female. Balance. Also, we were just outside and it looks like it's almost going to be a full moon pretty soon. So I found that pretty cool. Okay, yeah, that's very interesting. So it says, if you draw this card, the sun god himself has invited you to enter his golden temple and to look into the mirror of truth. Pausing real quick. When I pulled the cards the first time, it had the card for present was mirror. So, I mean, I was probably right the first time with the first pull, but I feel like I wasn't concentrating enough. But still, some of the cards must have been right, if not all of them, before that to have mirror. And then this one's talking about the mirror of truth, right in the same position as the last card. It says, this is a great honor. Prepare for this journey by showering and dressing in white clothes or wear none at all. Oh, okay, so and then it's talking about draw a star. David on a lot of sheet of paper, play some calming music. So this card like already gets into a ritual that you have to do, but we're not doing that. Because how? We're reading. So it's just talking about the sun god. Or like, yeah. So it's literally just you talking about, or not you talking about, it's just the card talking about like going, searching for inner truth, which again kind of goes with the wisdom card. And it goes hand in hand. So we're very balanced here, as in, like, we got both energies, male and female. Male is like the direct force. Feminine is like the, what's it called? Receptive force, which is why the two elements that are feminine are earth and water, because you can put those things in that. I mean, you could put things in fire too, and in air, but like it's different. Like earth and water hold what you put it in, and fire and air transform things that you put in it. So it's not the same, but yeah, air and fire are masculine. So far we already got the balance, which is always nice to have, especially as the past and present. Now we got companions, which are all you guys, I feel. This is the future card, or future position. It's a bit confusing at first all the time until you like get into it, or until you read everything and put the pieces together. And then things come to you, random thoughts come to you. I feel like also like this stuff is like, it's not the same as like school learning or book learning, you know? It's like the type of learning that it was never encouraged as kids. It's just like this came to me, so this is what I think it is true. But like we just think of that as imagination and then we just brush it off, which is bullshit, because imagination, like from everything comes imagination. Does that make sense? No. Everything comes from imagination is what I meant to say. But so it's not, you're not supposed to like know as in like I know 2 + 2 = 4. You're supposed to just know as in like feeling. And a lot of people are uncomfortable with feeling their feelings or whatever, or intuition or whatever it's called. That's why people are like, I don't get it, you know? But like once we get to the end of also, this is not your reading, Action Figure Addict, yet. This is just the general reading for like the chat. Right after this one, I'm gonna pull for you. Okay, it says, if you draw this card, remember your companions, including those in this world and all others. We often think we stand alone with no one to help us or share the burden of our daily lives, but deep in our hearts we know that such thoughts are merely the whispers of the world of dark shadows aimed at weakening and discouraging us, keeping us down. And we all know that this is a lie. It is time to invite your friends to a party, so ask them, celebrate, dance, and be joyful. We all have been companions since the beginning of time. Celebrate with your best friends, making sure you hug each other frequently during the evening and tell them it is so good that you are here. So we can't actually have a physical party, but this is kind of like our party. So it's so good that you guys are here to see that and hear that. So that was pretty interesting. It's like we got male and female, and then we got friends. And I said this was a reading, just like general reading for the chat, so that's pretty cool. This is gifts. Can't even read the word. Hold on. There you go. Oh. Oh my goodness gracious. There you go. And I put it like up top to like kind of be like in between to try to clarify what this is. I call these the clarifier cards. And I mean, where'd it go? Another clarifier is if you have the actual deck itself, you just flip it over. Whatever's at the bottom of the card is usually like another signifier or another clarifier. Just like if you need more info. So this is a gift. Is it just the card reading that is blurry, or is it like my audio? Also, I'm not gonna be on here long because was it Monday Night Raw is on later. So this is literally gonna go up until 8 at the latest, if that. I'm gonna try to speed through. Okay, so gifts is we frequently forget to be thankful for the gifts we receive. All too often, we focus on our wishes and desires and on what remains unfulfilled in our lives. And in so doing, we exist in an energy field of absence. Wishes and desires are, of course, good to have and are often the mainspring of our actions, but our goals and gratitude should be in balance. And we have balance right here with the sun and moon dragons. We should both pay heed to our desires and be grateful for all our gifts. The beautiful Queen Alba is looking at you, recognizing the beauty of your soul and vibrating in perfect love for you. Turn today into a celebration of the gifts you have already received. Write down all the things for which you are grateful. As a dragon rider, you will never forget the companions who ride with you, honoring and protecting you. Having friends is a marvelous gift. Look at the list again the following day to make sure you have not forgotten something or someone. Good things come in threes, so check that the list is complete on the 3rd day as well. Then pick out 2 people to whom you would like to express your gratitude in the form of a gift. If one of these people is your mother, you might like to give her flowers. If one is a being that does not dwell in our dimension, then consider a heartfelt prayer or lighting a particularly beautiful candle. So I love it when cards do that, when they talk to each other. So it's like literally that one was talking about gifts. Even though it's here, it was still referencing that. So, dormant aspects. Dormant aspects. This one is another clarifier. I forgot to show you it. Purple dragon looks like he's in a cave with a That's a girl. It's a girl sleeping under the dragon. So the cave is also like the subconscious mind, which is the dormant aspect of ourselves. And it's a purple dragon, which is the top chakra, the crown chakra, and the ajna. Ajna is the third eye, and that's indigo color, so it's still kind of purple. But found it interesting that like I got amethyst here, which is purple, and then the purple dragon's right here, another purple dragon. But that's supposed to be like the mind, the hidden aspect of our mind. And the card says, we all have important light-filled aspects of ourselves that lie dormant within us. Now is the time to awaken one of these. If you draw this card, the violet dragon wishes to help you awaken this particular part of you. So try to sense deep in your heart which aspects wants to awaken. Close your eyes and sense the part of you that stirs. Your inner financial advisor, perhaps, who wishes to bring you to a place of abundance, or your inner healer, your inner artist, or inner child. Take a moment to sense what is in your heart. When you recognize what is there, do the following exercise. And it's just literally, it's basically the exact thing of the image, where it just wants you to visualize yourself as this person sleeping with the dragon. If you guys want like a guided meditation, I could do that a whole other day, but because it's 7:14 already and there's a stream at 8, I'm just gonna go along. We already have one question from Action Figure Addict, so we're gonna do that in a second. And let me just read Earth Chalice, but it's already kind of what I mentioned before about like how Earth holds things. That's really interesting. Hold on. First, check the card out. Remember I said this was at the bottom of the deck? I just flip it once I finish the reading, and I put it there as another clarifier. We just read this one, and this is now the info for this one. It says Alba, the queen of all dragons. We just talked about her. As white as freshly fallen snow, and her scales are set with thousands of sparkling diamonds. As you can see, this is literally, this I guess is her chalice. She is the guardian of the 4 holy chalices, the protector of the 4 elements, and warden of the holy hall of baptism in which these chalices stand. This very day, the Great White Queen has invited you to take part in a baptism in the element of earth. A baptism is a rite and rebirth, a ritual cleansing. Baptism is the threshold from the old into a new way of being. Prepare yourself for this ritual by washing and dressing in white clothing. Blah, blah, blah. We're not doing all that. But that's crazy. So this was a good reading, and that almost all the cards basically talk to each other. Where this is literally her chalice. And she's talking about gift and stuff. And then the gift card talked about companions. And then this card talked about the moon or whatever. Like, you know. And then this is talking about going inside yourself, finding wisdom, and balancing the 2 forces that are in everyone. And realizing that all the gifts you have of companionship, of anything that you deem a blessing, like gratitude, to have gratitude for. I don't think anyone else had a question, Addict, but we'll do yours right after this. But yeah, I just think this is a cool first reading. Very, 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 very general, because again, this was just a vibe check, basically. That's what I'll call it from now on, just a vibe check reading. I'll just start every one of these Mystic Mondays, this is called. I gotta like get music for it and little stream front, whatever that's called, stream front, little picture you guys look at, you know what I mean. I'll change all that for Mystic Mondays. I mean, I made a thumbnail for it, but I gotta make it better. It was rushed. Yeah. So, Action Figure Addict had a question. Babe, could you find his question and put it up? Please. I started, so it should be easy. And you wanted the dragon reading, hence why I'm using the dragon deck. Who wants to see fancy shuffling? I'm gonna try some fancy shuffling right now. I do have a deck, or I used to have a deck that had time cards. I haven't looked at this deck in a while, so I don't know if it has time cards, like cards that are like about the seasons or whatever. But I'm just gonna, I don't know. I'm gonna see how to read this. Oh, hi, Nico. I'm gonna see how many cards I think I need. I don't know. I'm gonna try that with using just one card. She's scary. You need one that fits you. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, that's what I meant. You need one that suits you. Is she actually goth too? That is the question. Like, that's just her gimmick, right? Is it based on fact? We don't know. One more fancy shuffling, then I'll pull a card. That's annoying. Got the same card. Either my shuffling sucks, or that's what you need to hear. I'm gonna shuffle again. But again, sometimes that happens where I shuffle like 10 times and it's still the same card that comes out. So I'm just gonna do it again. I'm just gonna do like this, where I'm just gonna pick. Imagine it's the same card. Okay, no. Peace. Okay, let's look it up now. We're gonna read it first, then I'm gonna like see if I can read into it more. So I'm reading the little booklet that came with the card deck, in case you guys were wondering. Yes, I would love to learn like more, either card games, shuffles, all that stuff. Okay, so it says, peace in this world begins within you. Is there peace in your heart, in your body, in your mind? Understand that in this world, everyone is responsible for peace, including you. Start to create peace in your heart. If you draw this card, you have already completed a significant part of your spiritual journey. You have already achieved deep consciousness. The Universe Dragon would like to teach you to maintain the peace that spirituality has brought you. It would like the light in your heart to be invulnerable despite the storms that may rage outside. Keep peace within you, peace in your thoughts, your mind, your body, and your heart. So, and then it just has a really long meditation. I think I wanted to do any meditations, but like custom meditations, but I wanted Legend Series to read it. Yes, that is your card. Because of his voice. So if you guys want to second that, third that, let him know. But yeah, so, I mean, we could get into super specifics, which I'm going to try. But it basically said to have peace in you instead of wanting or waiting, you know? Because if you're waiting, you don't have peace. You're anxious. You're waiting. So you can't have peace and be in a state of, I don't have this yet. You know? It has to be... You have to be okay with how you are now, before you can get it. Because, like, Legend Series will attest to this, but, like, once we stopped looking for love, we found each other. As, like, annoying as that sounds, It's when you, and like what they like, when you stop looking, that's when it comes to you. So, and how it looks like, well, you can't really tell if it's like a rock above water, but I don't know. It's called the Universe Dragon, which is odd because it's blue. It looks more like a water dragon. But it's the Universe Dragon, so that's about like cosmic law, and cosmic law is very, very specific in how it runs. Ooh, that's good. I love it when I hear people say like, "Oh, that fits," because I do readings on Etsy too, and I have a lot of reviews of people like, "Oh my god, like that was so good, like that was so accurate," and I'm just like, "Wow, I didn't know it was that good." But yeah, stop looking and it will come. That's what I tell him, Action Figure Addict. He had no problem, he's so handsome. That's what I tell him. He doesn't believe it. But again, like this says, you have to have peace in yourself. Be good with how you are now. Set up a routine you love. Have a job you love. I mean, even if you don't like your current situations, because a lot of people don't like their current situations, but like, find contentment in that. I mean, and also anyone listening who wants to like pick pieces. I mean, it's not your reading, it's Action Figure Addict's reading, but you can still like gain wisdom, which is kind of what the first vibe check card deck said. That's messed up, Rokeeper. That's so messed up. And that sucks if it's true, but I hope not. But yeah, so this is basically just saying like, and it's, since it's the Universe Dragon, you could use that to your advantage where you can manifest it. Where once you have, it's like, I don't know, is there a quote that talks about like still waters besides run deep, like something where it's like, oh yeah, where it's like if you wait for the waters to settle and you can see to the bottom. So if you wait for your waters to settle, if you settle everything, if you're like, I don't like this, but I'm okay with this now because this is where I am now. And then once you're at that point and you're like fully at that point, then that's when things just come to you, because you're like a vacuum. Everything's peaceful and settled, and nature abhors a vacuum. So it's gonna fill it with things that you're ready for. But you got to get to that point. But to that point is, you just gotta chill. Does that make sense? If we want, I could get real into it and be like, it's a blue dragon. Blue means water. Now we're gonna look at time frames that mean water. I have to look it up on my phone though, because I don't know for a fact if you can correlate that with correspondences. But let me just try to see when you would find someone. We could use astrology. Yeah, right here. Water sign. So she either could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, in her top 3. But again, I'm not reading for a specific person. This is just maybe. Maybe you are a water sign in your top 3. By top 3, I mean your sun, moon, and rising. Everyone knows their sun sign, but that's really the sign that doesn't mean... It means a lot, but it doesn't mean the most, you know? Like, you need to know your time and place of birth to get your moon and rising signs, and those are like more beneficial to know, if anyone cares about that. This is why people hate astrology. People hate astrology because they only read their sun sign. You should not be reading your horoscope for your sun sign. You should be reading it for your rising and moon sign. That's crazy. You're a Scorpio. So blue dragon, water element. Scorpios are water elements. So this is like your reading and it's your dragon. So if that's you and not your goth girl, then it's telling you to find peace in order to manifest. So you could just manifest her. But you gotta be like, you gotta create a vacuum in your mind and in your life for her. you know? So, like, I'm not saying, like, clean your room, but I mean, like, kind of, you know? Like, have it be presentable, where if you find someone, you could just bring them over. But focus on things that bring you joy and bring you peace. Because when you do that, then your mind is clear enough for you to notice stuff and notice people and open up to people. But if you're always focused on, like, I need a girlfriend, I need this, then that tension, people are not gonna like, and they're just gonna check out, you know? You have to have a calm, I don't care attitude kind of thing. And that comes from finding peace. So, that's my reading. I hope it helped. But that was crazy. That a water sign and you're a Scorpio. I did not know that. Legend series has a moon in Scorpio. Y'all are intense ass bitches. I think his brother's a Scorpio too. There's a lot of Scorpios. I always wanted to meet a Scorpio, and now they're everywhere. Yay. Awesome. I know it's probably weird all of a sudden now Crown Fox is reading cards, but I've been practicing this stuff since 2010. I mean, I never if I was practicing cards since 2010, which I was on and off, but not like to get good at it, then I'd probably be a lot better. But I've done like all this stuff for next month. It'll be 14 years. Yeah. No, it was just the card was just confirming that it was you, that it wasn't someone else. I thought the blue of the dragon and water sign, as in that will be the girl, the goth girl that you're looking for. But because you're a Scorpio, I was like, oh, that's just you. That dragon in the card is you. It's not someone else. But that's funny. I'm just reading through the comments. Does anyone else want another reading? What time is it? 7:30? I got like 20 more minutes before I'm getting off. Okay, I just saw your message about the lag and stuff. Is it still bad? I don't know what else I could do. Oh yeah. They're everywhere now. Scorpios are badass, but you guys are very, very, very intense. Yeah. Oh, I didn't say hi to Roll Keeper. Hi, Roll Keeper. I just said that your comment was sad. Not, yeah, sad, and I hope. Yeah, exactly. Be at peace with yourself, your gospel will come to you. Yeah. That's essentially what it was. But you have to manifest it from a static. I don't think that's a good word, because that means not moving forward. You gotta manifest it from a place of peace, I guess is the best word. Like be like a stork, or not a stork. That's a good question. I'll do that. What do you mean in 6? Is that, I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna ask the cards that exact question. Pick a deck though. Pick do you want a pendulum? What is there an animal mascot for the Mets? Let me know, because I could always double check with the spirit animal. In 6 games. Okay. I'll ask it that. But pick a deck, because I don't know which one. I could just do, I don't know, one from each if to figure it out. Yeah. Oh, he's a baseball. So that doesn't help. Let's try dowsing rods for the first time, and that'll clarify. So don't freak out. whatever this one says, but we'll just gonna clarify what it says. So first, I'm gonna say for pendulums and dowsing rods, I always ask it a turtle. Is that true? Because I'll look up turtle, but or is that a joke? Because they're slow. I don't know. For pendulum and dowsing rods, anything that kind of uses the skeptics say it's just the ideomotor effect, which is like where it's not okay, where it's just your arms moving, or like the muscles in your mind, or no, the muscles in your mind subconsciously moving your muscles, I think, is the ideomotor effect. A lot of people say that that's just what pendulums are, and that's just what dowsing rods are. But I combine science and religion, so even though it's not religion, you know what I mean. I like to think it's, since like the card said, we're all connected to all wisdom at all the time. It could, and it also, we're trying to talk to our subconscious, so it still is us. So we're still talking to ourselves. So technically, the ideomotor is our subconscious mind talking to our conscious mind. So even if it is, even if we're moving it like so subtly that we can't even see, then it's still accurate, you know? And I don't think these things talk to spirits. I mean, they do probably, but again, it could be spirits talking through you. I don't know how it works. It's a whole different stream for that topic. I do have a cool topic like that for a whole stream, but I'll let you know at the end. Anyway, it's 7:35. Let's try and see about the Mets. So first, that's what I was gonna say. For pendulums and dowsing rods, anything that uses the ideomotor effect, even a Ouija board. I'm not scared of Ouija boards like most people are. But I've used them. But I always ask it what yes and no is. I don't make it myself. I ask it to show me what yes means and what no means. So first, you guys see? Okay, can y'all chill first, please? Okay. I say, show me yes. Saw how it crossed just like instantly. So when it crosses like an X, that means a yes. Okay, show me no. It'll just be straight ahead like that. This is so cool because I'm not moving it at all. And it's literally responding. This is so cool. And these are made of copper. I got it from Amazon. I hope they're actual copper. I don't know if they're just copper plated or whatever, but let's just go with it. The boards do actually work, but not really in the way that you think. Oh, sup, Kaiju. Ball game's over. Mets win 7-3. But, so, that's different than do the Mets win in 6? You said 6 games, right? Let me know, because I need to word it properly before I ask this thing. They have to win 3 more. Okay, so okay. So remember that a crossing is yes, and straight forward toward the camera is no. Okay. Do the Mets win in 6? That's a yes. And it was not a no because that just it just forcibly crossed themselves. Like really strong. So they say yes. I don't think I want to do a card reading because that was just so strong. I felt it like swing, like someone pushed it. But that's just how I'm not saying it like, oh, something pushed it and it means yes. Like, no. I'm just saying like the force of it. From me going from just not moving my hands at all to like to feel that, it was just pretty cool. But and also it's like cool how they are. Like the actual bend is inside this. See how I can spin it? So you're not even like actually holding the rod. You're holding this spinny loose part. So that's how it allows itself to swing fully. I'll do it again. I'll have the bottoms on the table. So for skeptics and stuff thinking I'm moving, nothing's on the table. If you want me to show you, I will. But it'll just be annoying to get the camera off. But okay, hold on. So I'll ask it again, the show me yes, show me no, and then I'll ask it the thing. Show me yes. Hold on. I think this one's stuck. You ready? I think I can't push it completely to the table because I think that's how they get stuck. Okay, hold on. Show me yes. I think I can't rest my arms down. Hold on. Rule keepers. Oh my god, let's go Mets! I have to get the bonfire pit ready for the Mets World Series merch. Yes. Because according to these copper rods, they do win. Let me just try and get it again. They say not to ask the same question twice. So maybe that's why it's effing up the second time. I don't know. But let's just ask it one more time. Show me yes. Bro. Yes is crossed. Show me no. Show me no, please. And remember from last time, it's like that. Okay, do the Mets win in 6? Now, either it's a no, or it's because I asked it twice. I don't know. Maybe now we should do the clarification of the cards. Or a pendulum. Pendulums are easy. Oh my god, I just took out these 2 little dragons. Holy shit. If you guys want to like replay squad that and see which answer you believe more based on how my arms are moving, but I don't know. So we'll see. Okay, look. Here's another question. We'll take the first answer, please. Yeah, I'll go with that. But okay, so action figure addicts. Sorry, I'm not putting up all these stuff. It's hard to do both. Oh yes, I wanted to talk about this real quick. Yes, the boards actually work. But it's not like Zozo the demon comes through like in movies, even though they say Zozo's like a Ouija board spirit. It's what pisses me off is how. Let me give you something to look at in the meantime. I don't know. What pisses me off is horror movies with the Ouija board. That they're always like like, oh, you open doors. You open doors for everything. Like, you open doors when you make a wish. You open doors when you pass cemeteries. You open doors when you walk in hospitals. It's just like the spirit world is always open. It's not like they just freely come through a Ouija board, because they freely come through mirrors, and not many people cover their mirrors. I mean, we do, but like that's because I know this shit. But like, you know, like I also think it's a lot, like belief plays into it a lot, where it's like, oh no, that's satanic or whatever. Then you're like, and that's a whole topic in and of itself, that word satanic. But yeah, I've used it before. Nothing bad happened. Just something really cool. Most of the time, you don't get shit. It's just like ghost hunting. You're not gonna get anything for hours and hours and hours. But one cool experience of the Ouija board is that my friend and I in college, a guy who worked at the dining hall died, and I guess my friend was close with him. He's just like some like adult, like old guy who was like cool with the kids that people liked. He died, so she was like upset by it and asked the board like, oh, what was that thing I said to you once, or something like that, and it got it accurate. But I was skeptical with that because like she was the only one that knew the answer to that, so she could have been moving the planchette, but who knows. But anyway, that was not the point. The cool part was that we were all it felt like a time jump. Like it was like a portal that like we were only doing it for a bit. Like we asked a couple questions and it was like 2 hours later. It felt like 20 minutes, but it was like 2 hours later. And we like were just like, okay, it's not answering us anymore. So we wrapped it up and looked at the clock. It was like 2 hours later. And it was just like a couple questions and it felt like 15 20 minutes. So that was like really cool. That was the only thing that felt like it worked, you know? Because like I said, we didn't get many answers. But let's do this one. I'll do a dowsing rod because I feel like it's a more immediate answer than cards, because cards are like too detailed for a question like that, because that's a yes or no. So it's either a pendulum or it's dowsing rod. Also, if anyone has seen an animal or like has a favorite animal or an animal they just seen do something weird or cross their path in a strange way, let me know, because I could just tell you what it means with this book. Oh, hi, Alpha. Thanks, everyone, for coming. Hi, Kaiju. Is Ghoul a band or something? Okay, so we're gonna do a, we're gonna do action figure out second question, which is, will I win a game of Fortnite tonight? I'm just gonna use this. So, like I said, this is yes. That's no. I can't do it on purpose, so I'm just saying yes or no when it swings back and forth. I can't force them unless I use my thumbs, and you'll be able to see. So, okay. Will Action Figure Addict win a game of Fortnite tonight? That was a pretty immediate yes. You have to let me know if that happens. So I want to know how accurate these things are. I think I'm going to change the super chat readings, because $5 for a tiny, quick dowsing rod is not... That's BS. The card should be the higher one since it's elaborate. And I need more time and more cards to really get into it. Thrash metal. Oh, nice. So that question, Action Figure Addict, was yes. So you have to let me know if you win. Okay, so we only have 15 minutes until 8. What does LFGM mean? You said it before. But yeah, if anyone else... Oh. Let's effing go, Mets. That's hysterical. But if anyone has any more questions, can even do rapid fire, and I'll just do... That sounded disgusting. I'll just have to wear the lucky skin. I know you meant Fortnite, but for a second, I literally thought you meant human skin. That's hilarious. But, plus the face and the word skin just literally reminded me, or like made me think of like serial killer vibes. That's funny. It's also because I've been looking at like that conspiracies and the 401 stuff. But, which is, like I said, Into the Shadows is going to be on Friday at, I think, 10? I don't know. I have to check. But it's Friday. It's not... Yeah, exactly. That's literally what I was thinking, Rokeeper. Yes, that is what I was thinking when I read that. But he means Fortnite skin. Because his question was about Fortnite. It was just how you worded it. But, yeah, the Into the Shadows is going to be about the missing 401 cases. And it'll be Friday instead of Saturday. I think because we have... because we have a wrestling show, yeah. Well, it's not wrestling, it's MMA. But yeah, I'm going to just wrap it up now. If anyone has any extreme cage fighting, yeah. Oh, someone give me a random number or not a random animal, but an animal you like or have some significance to, or whether it's your like, not super specific because this book doesn't have like red neck crescent bird. You know what I mean? I made that up right now, but honey badger. I'll see if it has it. 16. Okay, so 16 is the page number of this. I'm just gonna do this because we didn't get to use this. And then I'll look to see if there's a honey badger. Oh yes, my Don. Okay. Oh wow, Blue Jays. Okay. Put your question. Write your question down, and then and pick a deck. I have dragon, cat, and runes, like Viking runes. So let me know those two things, and I'll just quickly read these guys's. 16 was the first one. $16 doesn't have an animal on it. Blue Jay, you said. Blue Jays. Pay close attention to nonverbal cues that tell you when someone is trying to deceive you. Rather than just dabbling in the spiritual and metaphysical realm, choose a path to explore and go as far as you can with it. Whatever the situation that has triggered some fear, attack it boldly and courageously. Assess your main gifts. Gifts was one of the cards from our vibe check reading. And talents. Develop a plan as to how you can best use them, and then take clear and purposeful action. Choose one or two of the projects you've started and finish them. Pick one of those that are more relevant to you. Okay, dragon. And then that for Blue Jay. That's your wisdom for it. Yes, you can get a reading. I'll make it quick, but if it goes over 8, I'll let you know. I'm trying to make it quick for a Monday Night Run. Okay, I'll do that as the reading. Hold on 1 second. 99, page 99, Ash Figure Addict. It's a duck, but it's two types of ducks. A mallard, so like the green-headed ones, or a wood duck. I think those are brown. So I don't know which one you want. Let me know and I'll read it. JMK says 4 doesn't have an animal on it. And yeah, and the page 16 doesn't have animals on it. I forgot what page does. But let me do Mython's question. Yeah. Will Mython's YouTube channel be successful? I think success can be measured a lot of different ways, too. So you have to just keep that in mind. I don't know what cards are going to be pulled yet. But, do you mean numbers, financially, giving you the most joy? Like those are all factors to success. So I'm just going to pull one card right now and see what the cards say. I could probably pull 2 signifiers and I'll see the back of the deck, but we'll see depending on the card. The card is New World. Hold on. Sorry if this is lagging, because Legend Series, my moderator, says it's been laggy on and off the whole time, so I apologize. Look how cute it is. New World, that's your card, so let's see. And then we'll get to the back of the deck in a second. But also, I should figure out if you win Fortnite, let me know. Aw, thank you. I try. Legend Series is much wiser than I am. I'm trying to take pointers from him because I'm too impatient and that gets in the way of my wisdom. Okay, so New World, the card. We're all following the path to a new world, a paradise-like world full of peace, love, and harmony. Each of us will take the route that is right for us. The dragon that wishes to remind you of your intelligence is a leopard dragon. Use the excellence of human understanding to help bring about this new world, the Golden Age. The leopard dragon wants to teach you how to view your intelligence as a gift, how to use it, and how to ensure it is not wasted. Many spiritual people have the innate belief that intelligence has something to do with ego. However, it is your intelligence that will help you overcome your ego, for it is only with brilliant, crystal clear understanding that you can transform knowledge into wisdom. Hear the leopard dragon's question. How often in the past have you said to yourself, I can't do that? Now is the time for old patterns and old connections in your brain to dissolve. Choose different words. In future, say, I don't want to, or instead of I can't. Banish the expression I can't from your thoughts. It is a pattern that only serves to oppress you. Use your understanding and intelligence to differentiate between I can't and I don't want to. The former feeds our sense of inferiority, the latter nourishes our free will. And now say out loud several times, I don't want to. You don't have to. A new world needs spiritual, intelligent, and free people who recognize their own worth. Try attaching this note to the refrigerator or bathroom mirror in order to not forget its message. So basically what that says to me is that, like, if you want to be successful, you can make it successful. But like I said before, just my thought was, like, what is your definition of success? You know, like, is it a certain number of subscribers? Is it a certain amount of viewers? Is it a certain amount of money you're making from YouTube? Like, or is it just how much fun you're having, how much connections you're getting from people? Like how it brings you joy, how much it brings you joy, you know? Like, what aspect of that are you defining success? Is it all of the above? Because it could totally be all of the above. That's no problem. But just, like, keep that in mind, you know? And this is saying that, like, just stop saying you can't do it. And then you can. Like, everyone can have a successful YouTube channel. It's about the amount of effort you put in. And, like it's not necessarily even effort. It's about belief in your own worth, of, like, knowing your worth, putting in the effort toward making an awesome channel. And it's also, like, want. That makes sense? I feel like I lost my train of thought. But I'm just gonna get the side clarifier of Oshin, which is I think it's a deity's name. It's a pretty badass looking dragon though. But I know I don't want to be that person who just, like, oh, that's so general, anyone could have said that. I'm trying to get you a yes or no. But it's really, like they say, the future's not written in stone. It really isn't, because it's based on what choices you take at every moment. So it's like, I can't say, okay, I'll do the mallard. I like mallard ducks. It's really dependent on, like, you know, because every decision, or even every lack of action, does that make sense? Every lack of action, every time you decide to not do something when you know you should, is choosing a different reality. So on the current path, I think you're just at the stage of what this tells me is, like, you're just at the stage of believe, like you can definitely have a successful channel. You just have to tell yourself you can, you know? It's just like the beginning belief stage. So it's like the Fool in the tarot deck. It's the first of the major arcana, where it's just a guy, like, about to step off a cliff, and he's just, like, so blissfully, like, happy he doesn't even care. Like, he's just ready no matter what happens. You have to get to that point. And you are at that point. You just have to tell yourself you are, if that makes sense. And from then you can have a successful channel. But you have to get to that point first, where you're like, I got this. This is my goal. You know? But I'm just going to read Oshin to see what that's about. Okay. So it says, Oshin, the Dragon King, is a brown tree dragon. He's the oldest and largest dragon. No human may ride him. We must instead kneel before him. If you draw this card, heed the call in your heart. Feel the deep yearning within you. Do not suppress it any longer. This yearning is the call of the king, resounding in each and every cell of your body. Be prepared. The Dragon King and his retinue are rising. So yeah, it's like it's kind of like what I was saying, where it's like you got to get to that point of like, okay, this is what we're doing. You know, I mean, you could still just have a channel, and like the only success is that you're doing videos, you're finishing projects, you're connecting with people. That's it. Like, it doesn't have to look successful to the outside. It doesn't have to be like, oh, this has this many subscribers, this has this many views. It doesn't have to look like that to anyone except you, you know? Because, like, back in the day when I did my films, I know they sucked because they were rushed. I didn't have the resources or money to get them really good, and people dissed them all the time. But I don't care because my goal was to finish a film, you know? It was to have it done, edited, uploaded, and, like, on to the next one. That was my success. So, you know, like, it depends on what your level of success is, but first you have to get to the point, like I was saying, where you're like, okay, this is my goal, you know, and know that you're worthy of a successful channel, because I think everyone is, but you just have to get there. I hope that helped. He's looking for connection and friendships. Okay. Yeah. So then that's your success meter. How much you're getting out of that. And you just got to get to the point. It's like, okay, that's my goal. So now I'm measuring my success in how many friends I'm making, not in how many views or whatever. So don't get mad when it's like not the superficial levels of success, but like make sure you're measuring it to your standard, if that made any sense whatsoever. I mumble a lot and I don't know how people understand me half the time, but let me know if you did or didn't. I don't know. Hold on. I'm getting back to duck. The hell's the duck now? There we go. I'm just gonna do mallard. I'm very behind in the chat, so I don't know what you guys are referring to. What is coincidental with the duck? I don't know, but that's awesome. I like coincidences. Mallard duck. Whatever project you're engaged in, this is time for great productivity. Whatever new idea comes to you, develop and pursue its manifestation. And you guys talk about projects? I don't know. But it basically says get to work on the project you have now. And if you have any new ideas, start to get to work on that. But yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's already 8, and I know some of you want to go watch Monday Night Raw, but so I'm gonna let you guys go. I do this every Monday. I'll probably do it earlier. We were out and we were like hurrying back, so that's why I put it back to 6:45. But I'll probably start at 6 to 8 next time on Mondays, Mystic Mondays, of just card readings, different readings, stuff like that. So have your questions ready. I will do some free general readings at the beginning, and then I'll get more in depth if people do super chats. I'll have a better, bigger little super chat screen next time so you can read it. I'll also change the prices because that was dumb to make a pendulum $5 and a card reading 1 or 3, whatever. You know what I mean. I'll fix that. Thanks everyone for coming. Did I miss anything? I don't know. No, okay. I got all the questions that I found. But yeah, so thank you everyone, and have a good night and good rest of your week. Okay, bye.